You say you want me like some Romeo. You say you love me, but there's something you don't know.
Well, she's back, folks. Kirsty Lee Akers. She's had this cracker album out, Under My Skin. We've been playing the singles. There is a brand new one. It's called Heart of Stone, and she joins us now. You are a machine, Kirsty Lee Akers.
Oh, I do my best.
It must be just a load of fun once you've gone through the process of getting the album, then getting the choice of what the singles are, letting them out there and letting them loose to the world.
It is. It's a lot of fun, but I think that's the hardest part, is actually choosing the singles, you know, because everyone has different favourite songs, and I have different favourite songs for different reasons, and it's hard not to get personally attached to certain songs you've written and try and think about what the audience will like. So, yeah, I find it really hard choosing singles, but, yeah, I always hope for the best that we've chosen the right one.
What was it about Heart of Stone that made you choose this one?
Well, this actually was a contender to be the first single, but we decided to go track Under My Skin. Just like Under My Skin, it's one of those tracks on the album that, you know, is really upbeat and really gets the crowd going when I play it live, and everyone always loves it when I play it live. And it's got a lot of attitude, just like my personality. It really suits me. So, yeah, I knew that this was definitely going to be a single eventually, and yeah, now's the right time, I guess.
There's a lot of diversity in this track particularly too, isn't there? We know there's a lot of diversity with Kirsty Lee Akers, but there seems to be something a little different with this. It's pulling a whole lot of different genres, so to speak, into this, into country.
It is. It's got that country rock sound. It's also got that Americana sound as well. So, yeah, I grew up listening to lots of different styles of country music. You know, I grew up listening to the traditional country like Dolly, of course, and Johnny Cash, and I really love Americana artists like Steve Earle and John Prine, and then I, you know, as I got a bit older, I loved people like Shania Twain. So there's a really big mix of styles when it comes to me as an artist that I've been influenced by.
Now, Jesse's helped you put together a pretty cool video. Tell us about the inspiration behind the video.
Yeah, well, this song, when I first produced it and listening back, I don't know why, I just always reminded, when I would picture it, I always pictured sort of like a prison scene that you see in movies, you know, where you see them like working on the railroads, prisoners back in the 1940s. I always had that image in my head, and I knew I wanted the clip to open like that. I didn't know where to take it from there, and I started researching about prisoners in the 1940s, and I came across this story about a band called the Gory Girls. And the Gory Girls were the very first documented all-female country and western band. They came together around the 1940s in Texas and were in an all-female prison. So they, while they were in prison, these women, they taught themselves how to play instruments and how to sing, and they started this band, and they started performing on this weekly radio show that they would broadcast across America live from the prison. And they became celebrities throughout the country without even realizing it. And I just thought their story was so interesting and really cool, and I wanted to incorporate that somehow. And yes, so we did. The music video for it is like a little mini movie and has that real Oh Brother We're Out There vibe to it, if anyone has seen that movie. And I really loved how it turned out. It's probably my favourite that we've done so far.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe that's how George Clooney got the inspiration, hey, the Gory Girls.
Well, I have actually read articles, and it says they did get the inspiration from these girls. If you watch the movie, the politician in the movie, Papio Daniel, is the same politician who broadcast the radio show playing the Gory Girls, and he was actually the one that pardoned them early for an early release. So it is actually all connected in some way, which is really interesting.
That's terrific. The album is called Under My Skin. Of course, we saw you up at Gympie earlier this year. It put on some great shows. What is in store for the remainder of 2019 and beyond for Kirsty Lee Akers?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that the year's almost over. This year has gone so fast, and each year I always think, you know, it's going to slow down a little bit this year, but that never happens. So I'm sure the next 12 months is just going to be as chaotic as the past 12 months have been. Of course, we've got Tamworth coming up, so for those listening at home, make sure you keep an eye on my Facebook page. As we get a little bit closer, I'll be posting where I'll be performing at Tamworth. I can't miss the Tamworth Country Music Festival, so we'll be back there, of course. And then, yeah, just doing a bunch more touring next year, and fingers crossed releasing some new music next year, so I'm just working on that at the moment.
Well, she never stops, folks. Her name is Kirsty Lee Akers. She is a superstar. She's one of our brightest in this country, without a doubt. This is the new single. We're going to play it now. And, of course, as Kirsty said, you want to keep in touch. You can do it Facebook, website. You can do all of that along the way. And if you don't have a copy of Under My Skin, you'll need it. You'll need to be showing me a note in Tamworth next year, that's for sure. Great to catch up with you again, darling. All the best to all the family.
too.
And this is Heart of Stone.